are you just a mom? And that's what I hate the most, just.
It's crept in to mean something more, I think, demeaning. So let's just banish it. We are no longer just mothers.
Being a mom is effing awesome. It's enough. It's an incredible contribution.
I don't think there's really any way to know what parenthood is going to be like until you're smack dab in the middle of it.
I think everyone knows this.
I don't even want to go there. Probably
Hi, I'm Cynthia Davis, and I blog at napwarden.com, and I am the winner of the Momversation Mom Memory Contest. So, yay, I'm on the other side of the computer. I was watching an episode last week where the panelists were talking about being, are you a stressed working mom? And that got me to thinking, why isn't just being a mom enough? I had a job that I did not love, but I was very successful at, so my plan was to work, save up money, quit my job, have kiddos. And I had no idea what it was going to be like to be a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't know anybody who was a stay-at-home mom. And I felt like someone had stuck me in a boat and sent me off by myself with 2 screaming kiddos.
Cynthia, I'm so glad you're here asking this question, because God knows I think many of us have asked it of ourselves plenty of times. I don't think there's really any way to know what parenthood is going to be like until you're smack dab in the middle of it. And so I think when we talk about motherhood not being enough, it's because there's some really basic, satisfying things we found in our independent or career life that we just can't replace while our kids are young.
You know, it's funny, I think we're overthinking this entire problem. I mean, you know, I've been following the thread that came in so many forums after the being a stressed out working mom. Are you a stressed out mom? Well, yes, everybody is a stressed out mom. Being a mom is effing awesome. It's enough. It's an incredible contribution. So I think we can just stop right there.
I think that right here, right now, we should all make a pact to banish the just from our descriptions of ourselves, as in just a mom. Because I think that even more than other people, we moms tend to do that more than anything. I'm just a mom. Which really, when you think about it, it's a pretty horrifying statement. Like, really? Like, do we really think that moms don't do anything? I mean, I don't think anybody really thinks moms don't do anything, right?
What hurt me or bothered me, or was the hardest thing for me to reconcile, was the way people treated me. It was like instantaneously. When I was a trader, people treated me like I was doing something worth respect, or doing something, I don't know, of value. Then, if I entered a room as a trader, it was like, ooh. If I entered a room as a stay-at-home mom, it was like, oh, well, what'd you do before that? You know, like nobody wanted to hear my stories or any story, you know, like all I had to talk about was poop or something.
I'm starting to think that the whole profession thing, what we do for a living or what we don't do for a living, is given far too much importance. And I think that when you go to a party or you go somewhere and you say, so what do you do, right? That people aren't really that concerned about how you make your money as much as they are what interests you.
I've done the executive job where I missed most of my kids' childhood because, you know, the toddlerhood, because I was working 14 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. It was insane. I made scads of money and had fantastic benefits and nearly lost my mind.
Parenthood is an exercise in really putting yourself aside while caring for others, but not losing yourself. And I think that's the really hard part.
Wow, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I felt when I first had kiddos. I felt like all of the pieces that made up me were erased, and the only thing I had was being a mom. And you know, that's the way it is when babies are little. They consume all of your time.
I'm skeptical, I think, if somebody says I'm only a mom or just a mom, because I think just generally as humans, we all have different interests and we all have different things that define us. And so I'm skeptical if somebody describes themselves as solely a mother, because I think there's more to it than that.
Really, I've never been more challenged by anything in my life. No career, nothing. School, it doesn't matter what was going on in my life. Nothing has challenged me like motherhood has. And nothing has required me to learn more skills, to step out of my comfort zone, to do all the challenging things that supposedly people do in their working lives.
I've come to the conclusion too that no matter what I do, no matter what I say when I walk into a room, there's always going to be somebody who looks at you like you got a bird on your head. So you just have to own what you do.
The conversation is happening now at Momversation.com.